Hiya, we're Hot Milk.
And you have been watching
Hive. Hive.
This is Hive Magazine. I'm Danny Baker, and I'm here at 2000 Trees today with Hot Milk.
Hi, Danny.
What's going on? Hello, Hive.
Hive. Hi, Hive.
So firstly, how are we doing? Are we glad to be back at Trees?
Yeah, what a lovely day in the Cotswolds it is. It's a bit posh for me. We've never really been down here other than Trees. Do you know what I mean?
As a Manchester girl, I also agree.
Me too. I'm like, oh, look at all these nice buildings. No, I drove down this morning with all my mates in car because I'm staying tonight, like camping, right? Because it's the last night of our
It's a little holiday, isn't it?
Like, we've been on tour since April, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to have a blowout. So
As he should.
My car's parked over there, ready for a little boogie later on.
I gotta get back for the dog. My little dog.
Little baby. I was thinking, I can't wait to watch Headline, and I was like, it's me. Fuck.
I mean, if you're staying over, you'll get to watch some of them, right?
I might go tomorrow night. I'm supposed to go tomorrow night. We'll see.
Yeah. We've got Oasis on Friday.
Yeah.
You managed to get tickets. That's insane.
Last minute.
Oasis. No, it'll be a boogie. That. Be a very naughty dance.
It's gonna be great. Let's leave it like that.
I was going to say, we're getting slightly sidetracked. So you've had a really busy couple of weeks. Firstly, you've had the album release. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And then...
Do you like it?
Incredible album.
Thank God Danny Baker likes it. What would we do?
I wrote a whole review on it.
What did it get?
5 stars, of
5
course.
stars.
Hell
of
yeah.
course.
That's what we like to hear.
I have not shut up about it.
I've seen one bad review, and I looked who it was, and it was like a 60-year-old man, and I was like, well, it's not for you, is it? Like, shut up.
I mean, this is why I do what I do, is because I am the demographic. I enjoy
true.
writing about it. Like,
Yeah, you're the perfect one to be able to do the questions right now, which we should get to.
Yeah, of course. So, again,
Not
massive
your
week.
fault.
Green Day as well.
Yeah,
That's
man.
insane.
Favourite band in the world.
I was going to say, I know you've posted a lot about it being kind of a big thing. Just talk to me about it. How's it been?
How's it been, Jim?
You, for like the week before, she was just insufferable of being like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to say to him? What am I going to do? What song should we play? If he comes in the dressing room, let me speak first because you'll ruin it. I don't know what to, if I sit over here, do I invite him over? I'm like, just fucking chill.
I'm just a bit of a control freak when it comes to things that are important. Situations. And I was just like, I don't know. We didn't end up meeting him because they were like, if you stick around, they want to meet you. But I was like, I'm not waiting. Like, he's coming to me. I've said since I was 11 years old, he's going to knock on my door, right? And I'm going to keep it like that because I think I don't want to meet someone that I've idolised for many years on an unlevel playing field. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I think if it wasn't the time, it wasn't the time, but the shows were sick because they're exact. Like, I've seen Green Day 50 times, right? And I know what they like because I am them. So when I was playing that gig, I was like, you are me. And so I think they really felt that. And
Mini Billy over here.
yeah, I mean, I steal bits from him. I steal bits from Freddie. I borrow from Freddie, borrow from Joe Strummer, borrow from Johnny Rotten, borrow a bit from Billy Joe. But honestly, the gigs were like a dream.
They were really sick. The crew were dead sound. Like, it was fucking rammed. Like, absolutely rammed.
Yeah.
We played with them at a festival a couple of years ago, and everything went fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them were watching us,
Nightmare.
and you were just like, you were having a meltdown.
It was the only time I've ever thrown my guitar on the ground out of frustration.
Yeah, which you regret now.
I threw it at my guitar tech, and I went to him. It wasn't at you. It was just out of pure, like, we've just been on a flight for 3 hours, and we've come and played this, and we were good, but the tech broke.
Yeah.
And when the tech breaks, it's just frustrating.
It's not fun.
I mean, it's out of your control kind of thing.
Yeah. Like nightmare fuel, like an actual nightmare you would have.
Yeah. So it's nice to come back and it all go like swimmingly.
Swimmingly!
Boop.
What a good simile that is.
What a good swimmingly.
Swimmingly is a great simile.
I couldn't say that. That's like the fucking Sympathy Symphony.
James has a list.
I got a list. I know. I can't even speak now.
It's alright, you don't have to, I will. Hey, I'll talk instead. That margarita's gone straight to my head.
So getting a bit more back on track.
Yep, sorry again.
I don't mind at all. But playing the new songs live as well, like how was the reception for it been firstly, I think?
Been really good. Like, it's taken us way longer than we thought because they are fucking solid. Like, they're really hard to play. We've really like tried to push ourselves on this, like, musically.
Yeah, there's some we've not transposed into livedom yet. So there's some, obviously when you're in studio, you're tracking it, you're thinking, how the fuck are we going to play this live? But we've not sat down in rehearsal space yet and worked some of them out, because obviously me and Jim both play guitar, so we have to work out who's going to do rhythm, who's going to do lead. We have to keep swapping.
What parts were actually, because like some of these songs have got like 15 layers of guitars on, so it's like working out what we're going to play. We're also like doing our biggest ever shows at the end of this year.
It'll come to Victoria Warehouse.
Yeah, come on down. But we've been writing this set for like the last month, and we're just going to keep writing it. And we're basically playing like the whole new album, and we're going through and trying to make it like as crazy as possible.
There's outfit changes.
Yeah, there's going to be all sorts going on.
I mean, that's what we love to hear. Like, but again, I have not shut up about the album.
What's your favourite, Danny?
Asphyxiate.
Is it?
Is it?
I love the reference back to Off Lever After in
you
it.
said that download.
You
did.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I heard it, and I was like screaming, and then like anyone who would listen, I was like showing them that, and then I was like, look, listen to this, and then listen to this, and it's a whole link back, and it's great. But,
I was like, when I put that in, I was like, they'll like that, Jim. I think they'll like that bit.
Clever.
Yeah. They'll like that bit.
I'm clever.
It's great. And then I've had Warehouse Salvation, and then Chase the Dragon as well. It's like on my on repeat already, which is insane.
It's good to know. It's like we're doing a little bit of like, it's like product research.
I am your market research right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fine with that. Like, this is why we love talking to people about it, because I'm like, we've been sat on the album for.
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck is this record? Like, is it good?
We wrote it in 3 weeks.
I read that and I was like, that's insane. Like, it's even sound wise, it's come, like, you guys have come so far, even since A Call to the Void. Like, it's so much heavier, there's so much more there, and then lyrically as well, it's a lot more unfiltered, political, like, and I think especially with everything that's going on at the moment and everything that's kind of been in the news and everything kind of.
I mean, how can you not write about stuff like that?
Exactly.
If you've got a conscience, I think it's important to.
I also think with having 3 weeks to write, it was way more reactionary. It was like a snapshot of like where we were at the time, what was going on at the time, and basically like what we like.
It was just pre-US election, and everything felt like just
Chaos.
in the balance, chaotic, and I just think like we're now in a world that's very unnatural for human beings to be in. Like the democratic process itself is kind of an unnatural human thing anyway. We're not really supposed to be in a capitalist society, you know, we're supposed to be in tribes. And so now with the addition of the internet and so many sources and, you know, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, is probably the worst of that. You know, people 100%. Get completely brainwashed by that shit. So it was kind of a reaction to everything I was seeing and feeling. But yeah, we've managed to put that into one album.
I think it's, even in the last like week, 2 weeks, it's become even more relevant than ever. I think, how does it feel for you guys, like playing that on, like, and hearing people screaming that back at you already?
I think American Machine especially, I think people can relate to. I think, like I say, I'm not anti-American, I'm just anti the kind of way that countries. I mean, look, we've spent a lot of time there. I've been going over there since I was 18 years old, right? And I'm 32 now, so 14 years of going to and from that country, and I've seen it go from good to bad there. You know, there's so much poverty, it's just kind of like the Wild West still, and there's no wonder that it's kind of in a bit of turmoil.
Disarray, yeah. I just hope that it's more of a like you were saying, it's more of a fear record. It's everything that we're kind of scared of.
It's a fear record,
and it's like,
sure.
It's looking at the model of the US and how certain individuals, especially like poor people, people that, vulnerable people.
It's like more the healthcare system that
exactly.
we were attacking.
I'd hate for our country to follow.
Yeah, and the war machine that they've become, like they are in an economy of war, and they love going to war because it creates money. You know, and that's essentially what we're pointing out. Really, we're not targeting MAGA, really. I mean, in that song, obviously we are in a way, but that song specifically is just about the system itself.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you've got American Machine, and then you've also got In Spud in England as well, which has a lot. It has a lot of, obviously, about kind of the state the country's in, but then it also has kind of those like iconic British references of like where you came from, all that. It's a mix of both, really.
Exactly. It's kind of from the point of view, like, chorus is like the gammon point of view of just being like.
Some people went over their heads because they went, "Oh, I'm England till I die. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, just listen to the whole song. Like, read the lyrics. Like, you know, when Johnny Rotten said God Save the Queen, is that what you meant? No, it's fucking not. Like, we're saying like, oh, you're England till you die. Look at how ironic that is, you know." And so some people didn't really get it, you know, and that's all right because it's not for people that are thick.
Yeah. I think I saw you tweet like the day before it came out or something, and you was like, I know this is gonna.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's not for
people are gonna have some stuff to say.
It's divisive, but like, everything's fucking divisive, and we shouldn't be riding the line of just kind of like what we
people
should be
pleasing, are
doing.
we?
Exactly. Like I'm kind of like, I mean, you got to be careful about what you say now, because you see, you know, certain individuals being cancelled and dropped and etc. through kind of speaking out about and certain news outlets that are prevalent in the British society. But you know, if you ride that line of like what you're told, it's happened before. It's fucking happened before in Europe, and it ended badly.
I just want to say less suffering, more humanity, as everybody should.
Yeah, of course. So, still keeping with the theme of insubordinate England, but on a slightly lighter note, I want to ask, you've got like your like British culture references, especially more towards the bridge and everything, including the iconic cup of tea mushy pea line, I must say.
The stupidest line to ever enter a fucking song.
I love it, and everyone's going to scream it at the shows, you know it. But I wanted to ask, what is your favourite British pop culture moment?
I still love that from Manchester, that fucking picture. You know, the one New Year's Eve where there's a fat guy with the reaching for the pint, there's a bunch of people getting arrested. I just think that sums up like Manchester and like the north in like a really funny.
Yeah,
I like when John Prescott got egged. Either that, or you know when Thingy Smith from Cure was like on the red carpet and she was like, "We're excited to be here," and he was like, "Not as much, not as excited as you." I was like, "Yeah, fair, mate, fair."
Yeah, those iconic ones. I came up with that question the other day in work, and
what's yours?
Question, by the way.
What's your favourite?
Oh, we came up with so many. Like, we literally spent the last like hour of my shift just kind of laughing about different ones, and we were coming up with it like all kind of like the like, you know, like your Big Brother, Love Island ones, and all of that kind of stuff.
David's dead.
That was one of mine. That was one of mine.
Dead. Yeah, that was a great. When in Big Brother, when David Bowie
I know.
died, and they thought it was David Guest.
Yeah.
But ironically, like a few
I
weeks
saw him 15 minutes ago.
A few weeks later, I saw David Guest in a cafe in Manchester in the Hilton, and he was sat there, and I was like, "You're not dead, though, are you?"
Not
But
dead.
he is now. Sorry.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Fucking hell.
What did he do, David Guest? What was his thing? What did he do? What was his like? What was his profession?
No idea.
What was he famous for? What was he famous for?
We'll Google it after the cameras are off. But
Anyway,
back to the questions. We're just gonna wrap it up real quick now. Are there any up and coming bands at the moment you're loving? You want to give a shout out to?
I've just seen one.
You like
On
On
people,
People?
fucking
Yeah.
they're going to be huge. They're going to be
Yeah.
absolutely massive.
There's Tick Riffs, good people. I like Last Hounds. They're a great band. Really like them.
Silly Goose.
Silly Goose, they're sick. Anything with a riff, we're into at the minute. So, shout out to South Arcade for just being good people as well.
Incredible,
Oh, yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
It's great to have them out.
I've literally I've known them a couple of years now, and it's insane watching the way they've blown up. It's so deserved.
I just love
deserved.
them as people as well. I'm just
Yeah.
so glad that they're
100%.
nice. You know, it's good to see.
Amazing. And then my final question for you guys: who would you like to see headline Trees in 2026?
Hot milk. Yeah.
Easy question.
Okay, why not? We'll
It's
do
already
it.
happening.
Yeah, but listen, proper it's Wednesday. Like, let's do Friday.
It's a big stage. We like running
I
around.
like running about. Who do I want to see headline trees? It's got to be UK band, hasn't it? Like, I think, you know, homegrown talent is what is needed in this country. Like, sorry Americans, but it's our turn.
Yeah,
It's
that's
our
it.
turn. It's Britpunk's back. That's what
As
I'm
it
saying.
should be.
Britpunk's
As it
back.
should be.
Hot milk, Britpunk. Let's have it.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. Oggy, oggy. Oggy, oggy, oggy.
Well, that's a great note to end it on.
Nice one.
Thank you so much for being here with me.
Nah, it's all
been
good. Thanks for having
amazing.
us.